Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yay.
Okay, recording in progress.
Recording and everything. We love to see it.
I'm so excited.
I'm like going over the book. Let me tell y'all.
I had to listen to it for the first couple of chapters because like there's no like the bookstores here. It takes like 2 weeks to get a book.
About that.
No, I actually did too. It was pretty quick.
It really was. Oh, for me it wasn't. I'm gonna be honest.
You said it wasn't?
No, it wasn't.
You didn't like it?
What do you mean? Oh, I meant the like the book.
Getting the book.
How long it was to?
Yeah, it would shift too long, so I was like, I guess I'll just read it online.
Oh, I thought you meant you didn't like the book in general, and I was like, okay.
Like, oh
no.
weird.
I think I have enough to even start with. Like, we kind of just got like a little breadcrumb of the entire book.
Yeah, but I'm excited.
Yes, me too. Hi guys. Hi Charlie.
Hey.
Period. The gang's all here. No, not all of us.
Hey guys, I'm driving back home. That's why I'm just this dark square.
Oh well, you're totally fine.
Someone's dedicated. Love this.
Oh, hey Charlie.
Hey.
What it do, TikTok queen?
Literally, we love them TikToks from the hubby.
Literally, you're famous now and you're on the news. What?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So we went skiing and I was so bad at it. My dad was like, you need to call that reporter. He'd probably liked the story of you falling down the mountain because that's what I was doing.
Oh no.
Did they just find you guys in this? Like, what? How did it happen? Did they just find you guys?
Yeah, they were just there. And like, we were the only adults there that were sledding, like without kids, I guess, because it's more of a kid thing to do. And so we were like, they're not going to talk to us. Like, why would you talk to us versus like, you know, the cute 5-year-old? But they did. So
they're like, let's chat.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Beth.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, I was like, there's no light with me. Loud and clear, Annie.
Where's everybody else?
I think Abby is here, but she's like a ghost.
Yeah.
I'm trying to connect my AirPods.
Oh, okay. There he is.
Gotcha.
Give me a sec. Y'all can
Happy New Year, we missed you.
Huh?
I said Happy New Year, we missed you.
No, Happy New Year. I miss you guys. I'm sorry.
What have you been up to, girl?
It's Ross's fault.
Literally, Jamie, I've been waiting to talk with you because I cannot get "Buy Your Life, Good Night" out of my head.
Bye your life. Good night.
Good night.
I ain't about to keep barking at a bitch who ain't about to do nothing.
You just not.
I can't stop watching them. It's never not funny.
Yeah.
Every one of them. I can't.
Okay, backgrounds. I still haven't figured out how to do that.
Okay, so if you see, put yourself where you can see like all the squares, and there's a little option to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Oh my God, shut up. I found it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna keep it. I'll do it later.
Yeah.
It's like you can find like a horizontal like background and then you'll be able to fit everything. Not me catching up.
Where's our lovely Onraykins?
Kim, are you driving?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I'm almost home. I'm like a minute away.
Okay.
I was just picking up some panda before heading home. So,
Girl, I'm making teriyaki chicken now, so I feel cute.
Wow. Let me make my way over real quick.
Oh. Better get COVID tested first, bitch.
So it's Saturday, okay? Please.
Right.
It's fine.
It was just me where like the first 3 chapters were like really fast for everyone, right?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yes. I thought.
Yes.
Like if I had to stay.
Like I literally read them today.
Yeah.
I did too. I'm not gonna front. I started
I watched
yesterday.
it. Yeah.
Y'all
Like,
are dumb.
Sure.
I'm over here like accidentally reading chapter 5.
Bro, we made that mistake last time. I can't do it again.
Oh, was that Dos Equis, Jamie?
Sure is an amber one.
Ooh.
Oh wow. How is it? How is that one?
It's really good. It's like a Dos Equis version of a shiner. It's like beautiful.
Ooh.
Oh.
Love it. It's like you and a beer. It's like Hispanic and white as.
Literally.
LOL, right?
Oh. All right, so let me go to the bathroom really quick. Sorry, you're recording, but like, I gotta go.
Really got a good angle.
But I feel like you're ready to start like a vlog, like a podcast for makeup or something.
Welcome to my vlog.
Like, should I put a bra on?
Me, she said.
It's like, should I just like lift and set real quick?
Lift and separate.
Mariah, how's life been over there?
Good. I have a stomach bug right now, so I'm dying a little bit, but it's fucking cold. It was literally -5 the other day.
Hell no.
No. So I think this could be my only winter here. I don't think
She
it's
says that, but this girl be
Yeah.
snowboarding every day.
Right.
That's true.
Next video tomorrow on her Snapchat. Send it. They're
I'm
fucking
like,
shredding.
okay.
I did eat shit really bad the other day and fucked up my hip. I literally fell off the lift, so that was super embarrassing.
Damn.
Carly, I saw that you're out doing your snow thing, sledding and stuff lately.
Yeah, but I was like really bad at skiing. Like it was embarrassing. Like I was good on the little like bunny hill, like the baby hill, and then like I got on the real slope and I fell like probably 15 times. Like my whole body is bruised.
That's me,
Love
bro.
it.
Yeah, it'll get you.
Mhm.
It's hard.
I'm dead. That's funny.
Yeah, I had to hold the guy's hand as he like took me down the whole time I was screaming. I was like, ah! Ew, Meryl, I'm not
So
going with you.
embarrassing. Ew.
I'm
Yeah, that's
dead.
probably fair. Don't do that. It'll be embarrassing.
It can't be worse than me. I've never done anything close to that, and I'm
Oh my god, I
honestly
cannot
genuinely
wait
terrified.
to see you try, Jamie. I'm so excited.
scared, bro. I'm terrified.
You got it.
I learned the difference about Nordic and alpine skiing today, though. You'd be proud.
I'm so proud of you. What's the difference?
Yeah.
One's like
class.
cross country, and the other one's like downhill, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ha!
Hey,
which
all
one's
you
the
gotta
Nordic
remember
one?
is pizza.
The one
French-
Nordic is the cross country one where you're like going uphill,
like
and
going
they're
uphill.
all like,
Yeah.
which because I did a thing I found out a thing at work today that Nordic skiers have the highest VO2 max of any professional athlete, like in all of them, higher than like Olympic marathon runners, higher than Olympic,
like
track running, whatever.
oxygen, like in their bodies.
Yeah.
I think that's
they
what
get,
it
like,
is, 'cause it's-
insane amounts.
They're like the equivalent of a cross country runner, but then on top of that, in the mountains and shit.
It's insane. Like people do it here and it's so crazy.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Yeah, me too. I'm not-
Jealous.
Jealous.
Should I have some wine? I'm jealous.
Yeah, what are y'all drinking? Am I the only one drinking?
Hot cocoa.
I believe so. I have lemonade.
Lemonade.
Yeah, I know.
I have
Pink
a-
lemonade, actually from.
That's so random. But
I know.
I love lemonade.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, there we go. Kimberly.
Oh, hey,
A
Kimberly.
little late.
I can see you.
Bev, make sure we're cute in these because I didn't catch me looking hella ugly when you posted.
Oh my gosh. Mateo girl.
Oh wow.
Sorry, I was making my sushi.
Oh wow.
I was also on the phone.
Oh yeah, he's a sushi master now. I love it.
Yeah, let me show y'all. How do I flip the camera on here? Where's that button to flip the camera?
Oh,
Wow.
Yo.
And then I made some apple cobbler. So I
Oh,
figured before I lose
jeez.
my taste buds that I'm gonna have to get everything in my
Live it up
system.
like before.
I'm dead. Get it.
Exactly.
You know.
I don't know where Liam is at this time, but shall we get into it, ladies? Shall we?
We
Let me
shall.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So, okay, before we even talk about it, can I just ask everyone, like, initially, when you first saw this book and you saw like the summary, what were your thoughts? 'Cause I'm-
I was thinking of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Ooh.
because wait a
You
minute.
know, like reminded me of like a, a rom-com from like the early 2000s.
Yes.
definitely. All the journalism was like the main character sort of
Yeah,
thing.
definitely.
Yeah.
What's it called? I was thinking of How to Be Single. That movie. Yeah,
Oh.
with Dakota Johnson and the four girls with their lives and stuff like that, because they're like, the whole Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo had that same vibe. So I was like, oh, so I was thinking like it was gonna be like kind of like in that feel, because like romantic. Is it a rom-com? I don't know.
I don't think it's a. I don't know. From what I'm picking up, it doesn't seem like a rom-com.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a bitch, but in the best way possible. She's like teaching life lessons.
True.
I can tell, like, I guess when he was talking about like first impressions, right? I can see that because it kind of looks like Kate Hudson. Is that Kate Hudson?
Yeah.
Like that vibe. Like before you like crack open the book and find out, like, oh my God, this bitch is bad.
Literally, she's like super old. But y'all, let's
Isn't it loosely based off of Elizabeth Taylor?
Ooh,
That's
I can
literally
see
what
that.
Jordan said. Literally,
During my
Jordan said
pause.
that.
I feel like I read that somewhere. Loosely, keyword loosely, but
The one who
still.
dated Michael
She
Jackson.
had like 7 husbands or something.
She did.
Oh,
She did? Oh my God.
No,
At least
Abby, you're
5.
so right. You're absolutely right.
Oh yeah, someone said that earlier.
She's never mind.
what?
But then I was getting a
I
little
don't
bit of
wanna
the Marilyn
spoil.
Monroe with the
Oh, with JFK.
the rumored affair with the politician. John Kennedy. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she had Elizabeth Taylor had 8. No, wait, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 husbands.
Oh, wow.
Wait, she had 8?
Yes, and then one of
Damn.
them was
Unsatisfied.
She had a prenup for each one.
dang.
Insatiable.
At the same time.
Insatiable.
At the same time, I don't think so.
At the same time, that's not even.
Yeah, I mean, like
Oh, wait, is that even legally like allowed?
Maybe in
back in the
Utah.
1900s.
Like Utah or something, sister wives.
Only in California.
Oh yeah, that
You
polyamory
see
shit.
Elizabeth Taylor in Utah?
all the way in California. Can you believe? Hold on.
But guys, if it looks like I'm in my closet, I really am in my closet.
Simple.
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean,
This is where my office is at now.
Should
That's
everyone
fair.
introduce themselves again? Because like this is like the new book club meeting from last time. Because like like how we do the recordings and stuff. So like
Oh, yeah.
let's get the newbies in. We have Miss Kimberly.
Hey.
Very exciting to see you.
Hey.
How much do you read? Like, give us a whole like background and like.
How much do I read?
Yes.
Uh,
what you read.
I would say the past 3 or 4 years, it's mostly been educational, like books
Yeah.
about teaching math and science and all that fun stuff. So reading for fun, it's been a while, but I'm actually really excited to be joining this book club.
Period. I'm glad that you're in here and like into this because low key, I mean, that's crazy. I'm like, I had to read like 50 Shades of Grey to really like into it. Like, okay, let's get into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ready for this one.
I've been mostly listening to podcasts, just driving to and from school or whatever. But yeah, it's been a while since I've.
I'm gonna consider podcasts as reading because A bitch does not have that time sometimes.
I'm telling you. It's the same thing. I
It's
agree.
pretty much. It's pretty
Yeah.
much like the Audible too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, by the
Very
way,
loose
the Audible,
interpretation of it.
Ew.
is the Audible actually really good? Because I was considering buying it. Because I remember you gave us like a little snippet the other day, and it was like,
Yeah, it had like classical music in the beginning. Like it sets up the tone of where like you're gonna be hearing it and stuff. So it's like, and then the lady does the different voiceovers. So yeah, I wonder. I'm still trying to understand if it's a black lady or she's doing a black scent because Monique's chocolate. So
Speaking of chocolate, y'all, the first chapter, Miss Frankie, because what y'all guys thoughts on her? Because I'm ready to Molly wop this because she really was getting on my last nerve.
I was
Why
all
Ayana?
about it.
Yeah.
Right. I won't lie. I was all about it because when I was like reading it, it was the line she was like, and if I'm being honest, there's something very inspiring about a black woman running things. I was like, yes. But then as it kept going, I was just like, okay, Frankie, why do you think such a bitch? Like, yeah, low-key a cunt.
Yeah. Even the part where she was like talking about how she's like, I know that Miss Evelyn, like she gave you this thing, but I made sure to decline it and give it to 5 other people before you.
Yeah,
At least she was honest, but if you were a business owner, you would do the same thing. You wouldn't ask your like newest hire who's only been there for a year to take on such a big project. You would ask one of your more seasoned people who's done similar things.
Exactly.
But I mean,
That's fair.
at the same time though, she even like she insisted twice. I'm like, oh wow, like okay, like so the thought process that what's her name? The main character, I don't even know her name, y'all. Bless my heart. She was just like
Monique.
Yeah.
Monique.
Like, how do you agree with her thought process when she was kind of just like, I felt, was that rude or am I?
Which
like,
thought
how would you
process?
react?
Exactly.
Be specific, Saya.
How would you react if you were Monique in that situation?
Which situation? Like what?
Like being offered the position, like
being offered the position by Frankie, and Frankie doing exactly what she did to Monique and all that jazz.
Guys, I'm so sorry. You know how I sometimes like do little, I forget to, I skip some parts. So like, what did Frankie do again?
Right.
So in the beginning, we have Frankie, who is the like head of Vidance.
She's our boss.
The boss.
Okay, Frankie's her boss. Okay.
I say Vivant.
Vivant. Yeah, me too. Because I was like,
that's okay. Vivant.
Yeah, it's French.
Okay, I was gonna say, shouldn't y'all know this?
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, my age, you know this, Miss Paris.
Hey,
right.
Miss O'Hara.
Yeah, exactly. And so like the boss, and Monique is I'm guessing she's the receptionist. Is that what I'm getting?
No, Monique is she's a writer.
I thought she was just like
writer.
Writer,
but she just doesn't get a lot of like big stuff.
Fun
Gotcha. So
She
yeah,
like usually gets like gossip pieces, like like who's wearing this and stuff like that, and so that's why she feels like she's been pigeonholed a little bit.
Well, and so far, all of the things she's written so far too have not been like big, but everyone else is getting big. So she's still writing and she's getting articles out probably or whatever it is, but they're just not like, they're not 10s, they're probably like 5s.
Well, that's what I was thinking. That's why, I mean, it makes sense as to why, they would give it to somebody else. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck her MO is for giving it to such a newbie.
Yes.
Yeah.
because I'm like,
because they did mention there's a little bit of a correlation with her daughter who passed away from cancer, and then her doing a piece on like cancer victims, or what was it?
Yeah, I think that's
like breast cancer or something.
Yeah. And so
that could be it. Also, what if she did actually know her dad? What if her dad?
That's what I'm thinking.
Her
somehow
mom before he passed away.
Yeah,
and they had something.
Yeah.
Would her dad be 80 though?
The eighth husband.
Yeah.
But maybe he was the one. Maybe she was just having an affair with him at some point. Dead.
She
already said she had a couple affairs. It wouldn't be out of the question.
That's true.
Andre, I'm actually curious.
She said,
I kind of want to know.
I regret it. I was like,
what would you do in that situation if you were offered that and you had to be like trifling to your company? Like Schwab, for example, they say like,
bye, I'm done.
Bye your life. Good night.
Good night.
Bye your life.
Too much time on TikTok, y'all. I don't have class. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of one of those, like, it's definitely an awkward position to be in. But like, at the same time, you gotta think for yourself, you know?
Okay, but question, let me piggyback off of that. She says that she wants to sell her book when she dies. Is she supposed to just be on the streets until she dies for this book to be sold?
I was thinking about that. That's a little caveat. I was like, Hugo.
Because like we can't tell how long is she going to tell her company that she's still working on doing an expose or whatever.
She's like, she's almost dead. She's almost dead. Hurry up.
Gotta get on this. It's good in here. That's funny.
But like a lot of people don't get famous until after they're dead.
That's true, especially artists.
Yeah, especially with artists. Like a lot of their art isn't famous until they're.
But it sounds like she's pretty well off.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's really well off, and from the beginning, like when they get like the synopsis of like what her past and stuff, she said she's worth $2 million. If I'm mistaken.
Wait, just $2 million?
I think that's what the book would
That's
make.
it.
$2 million?
I thought it was $12 million.
Like, didn't she say?
Life.
Yeah, didn't she say the book would be like 12 million? And she was like, I mean, 12 million's a lot, but
she said it's not that
much. Like it's not that much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so girl,
no.
there's no way she's only worth 2.
I would be like, Evelyn, you better give me an advance, girl.
Right.
I gotta eat.
New York,
a deposit.
Every question, but.
And then she was describing her freaking apartment as a sardine can, and I was like, honey.
Literally, when she said that, I automatically thought of our box. I was like, Joe, literally our box.
Oh my gosh.
But,
I mean, she has nothing to lose.
You know what's crazy? What were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say that part where she was like, I still think about how petty David was for taking the coffee table when he knows damn well the whole company. And I was like, true, why would he do that to her? I was like, he was being petty.
Y'all think he's gonna try to come back?
Because you know,
Say that again.
Do y'all think he's gonna try to come back, David?
Probably when he sees her on TV.
David.
For being like, David.
David. Because like, weren't they married for like 11 months, and then they
yeah, they didn't even make it to 1 year.
Someone sounds like my manager. Like I'm only on my 3rd marriage, and I'm like, girl.
How do people have the mental bandwidth for that? Evelyn, I don't understand.
Or money for the amount of weddings.
Okay.
You're getting a low after that.
What do you think her zodiac sign is? I'm thinking.
Shut up.
Because no, I'm like
Capricorn.
Capricorn, interesting.
She's got work at.
She's trying to secure the bag. That's what she's trying to do.
Wait, who? Evelyn or Monique?
I think Evelyn first. And
I think Evelyn's a Capricorn, but that's me. Anyways, someone go.
I think Evelyn's a Virgo.
Because
Evelyn seems like Aries or Leo. She seems like a fire sign.
I'm giving Gemini.
I was getting Libra.
Oh, no, not Libra.
No, I'm getting air sign, like fear of commitment type stuff. Like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't even pick up on that. It's like literally the title.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
So what's her rising?
Literally. So that's
right.
What's her name? Her moon? Gemini.
Oh wait, hold on, Mo.
Oh my god, bust it out.
Oh, period.
Big ass.
Bust it out.
Be like, let's get into it. It's a new. Be like, let's get into it.
What do you guys think Monique's sign is?
Probably like a Libra, in my opinion.
That's a Libra, we don't claim her.
You know what's crazy? Monique, initially, when we were first reading about her, she seemed very like standoffish, very like, submissive in a way.
Like letting life come to her.
Yeah.
Very much submissive side. Good word.
Yeah. And
She's a Cancer.
Yeah. And so I honestly would picture her as being a little bit more of like a Cancer, because when she met Evelyn and Evelyn gave her the opportunity, she was like, why me, girl? Like, why? And then she was like kind of going back and forth. She's like, well, I kind of need some money. She's like, but I don't want to mess up on my thing, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, fuck it. Capricorn. Or not Capricorn, Cancer. That's just, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's more Pisces, like second guessing themselves. Cancers don't really second guess themselves if there's something that they want.
Crazy.
I feel like Cancer second guess themselves mentally.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of the same thing with Pisces. Like Pisces second guess themselves mentally, but like they put off this front of like, bam,
Yeah.
But Libras, I can see why you said Libras, because I can tell you what I wanted.
What do y'all think they look like? Like, how are y'all picturing the Evelyn and Monique like in your head?
Is this not Evelyn though?
I think it is. I think you're right.
Okay, because
what does she look like to you? What does she look like to you?
Because Evelyn has two faces for me. She has like a young face. I picture a young actress to play her, and then I picture an older actress to play her. And then the young actress for me is like Blake Lively or Cameron Diaz. And I say Cameron Diaz because you'll find out like in chapters.
Cameron Diaz as in young Cameron Diaz? Because she.
Yeah, like Charlie's Angels, Cameron Diaz.
Okay.
And there's a reason why I say that, but I can't say why. But anyways, yeah, that's me. And then older her, I picture the lady from, there's a show called Hacks on HBO. And she's like this comedian. I don't know if you guys seen it, but anyways, I'll put a picture up here. That's what I picture as old Evelyn. But
okay. Me looking at.
I also just want to say, like, and this may just be me, but whomsoever this is looks a lot like the actual author, but just more fair.
Oh.
Ew.
Perks of having the actual book. Can't really do that.
I felt like the front cover was giving me like Marilyn Monroe vibes.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
That's how I've been picturing Evelyn.
Yeah. I love promiscuous.
They're so detailed.
Girl.
Monique was so detailed about her description, though, or about her.
They
the way
were.
she looked. She was so like, she has an like angular cheekbones and jawline and like tan, but like basically bleach blonde hair and like.
I picture her being fine.
Honey brown eyes, huh?
You said blind?
No, fine. Like she's like a babe.
Honestly, the last time that they described a character so well, I didn't like them, and that was Cynthia.
That's true.
I'm dead.
Well, I thought that it was interesting too that Evelyn was Latina and she changed her last name.
That's
so
what
then
I'm
I'm
trying to
picturing
say.
like Latin features just blonde hair.
Because there's a lot of artists or actresses that change. So yeah, like that's
like
what I
Rita
Cameron.
Moreno and all them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm curious. Wait, how do you know this?
Oh, wait.
I read
What chapter
it.
is that in, by the way?
That's in one of the cover. It's like the page before the chapter when it's like maybe a writer writing about them or whatever. I think it's the first one, like the page before chapter 1.
Well, I thought in chapter 1 they said that she was mixed. Who was the mixed one?
Monique.
Monique is
Okay.
mixed with black and white.
Shut up.
Oh, okay. Got it.
That got me weak, bro.
Oh wait, that reminds me. Was anyone else annoyed by all the comments when it was like on the still.com?
Yeah.
Like they I know it was like kind of obnoxious how they were like, who is this Monique? Like she doesn't deserve. I'm like, do people really get that into who's writing? Like, like I don't know.
And that's what's so annoying about it is it was a little too real.
Yeah.
It's a little too real what people are like now.
Yeah.
And this is back in what? 6? No.
The book?
No, yeah.
What year?
Yeah.
I think the book was in 2017, but I might be wrong.
Because that's what it says at the beginning.
Yeah.
So sometimes they like to add little Film legend and 60 it girl, 60s it girl. Okay, so this is dated back in 60s.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was written in maybe 17, but it's dated back in the 60s from
No, she was like that's when she was like in her prime.
Okay, because I was like, is she from the 1800s? Because that threw me off.
No, she was just going back
No
on her
way.
history.
Because I mean, it has to be based in recent years because just alone from like Monique has a cell phone.
Yeah.
There was a part where she was talking about texting her mom, like that has to be within the last 10 years.
Well, not just that, but they were saying some lingo like some bomb ass brows or that bitch, and I was like,
yeah,
that's what
Audrey Hepburn.
Right.
That's what I pictured.
Bomb ass brows, that bitch. Audrey Hepburn.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
How are we liking the book all in all? Like, is it starting off? Is it like how y'all imagined? Like,
I think she's gonna try to off herself. That's what I'm trying to figure out. If like the whole book, she's gonna try to off herself, because it's like
you talking about Evelyn? Evelyn?
Off as in like off?
Off as in
I don't. She doesn't seem like the type so far.
Huh?
She doesn't seem like the type so far.
But like,
Only
I
thing-
think. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say the only thing that I thought about was like if she is already dying and maybe will like, I don't know, like because she knows she's dying soon, so that's why she's like, I'll just tell everything now.
Yeah, and I feel like she doesn't want to go out like feeling like or have everyone think that she looks sick, because I mean she seems like a very strong woman that goes after what she wants. So I feel like if she's gonna go out and if she has cancer or whatever the fuck, then it's like she's gonna try to off herself.
You think that answers your question about why she's like, because you asked like, you want her to wait till she's dead? Maybe she already knows she's gonna die soon, so this is why it's actually a good offer, but Monique doesn't know about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but she doesn't want the news to get out. And I mean, she just met Monique, so why would she trust her with that information?
Or maybe she wants to come out too, instead of people kind of making up the 7 stories of her husbands and her past. She'd rather give it her own spin.
I don't know if she killed any of them. That's all I want to know.
Because that'd be really interesting.
Honestly, yeah. They're like,
aren't they all
7 of them are dead?
That's
true.
That was weird too. That part when it said that like all of her husbands that she's been with are dead, and I was like, girl, that's weird for you. Like,
yeah. And
Well,
she was
okay.
like, oh no, it sins mean I regret the things I did. She's like, I don't regret the things I did.
Yeah, I was like,
right.
very cryptic, Evelyn.
Good point.
What the fuck did you do?
You know what I think could happen too? I think she could like commit suicide, because like all these artists and stars, they love to do that. They are all bomb, like strong women. They look like it, like Amy Winehouse. What's her name? The one who sang
Definitely going through something.
the black chick. But they all are strong women.
Whitney?
Whitney, yes, but in some way, I think the industry fucks them up. That's why they get married. They're in drugs, and I think it's gonna be like she's trying to be like, you write the story because I'm gonna commit suicide, but I know with my history and because I'm a star, I want people to like not create these random stories about, I guess, my husbands that I used to be with. I don't know, but I think she might commit suicide.
Who do you guys think is Harry? Who do you guys think could be playing? Is it Harry? Who's the love of
Harry?
Sorry.
Harry's the guy. That's the apartment.
No, I'm sorry, not Harry. Who's the guy that she's obviously like her true love or whatever?
David?
Oh.
David?
No, not
Are you
Monique.
talking about
Evelyn.
Monique?
Evelyn.
How far ahead have you read?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Libra.
Oh yeah.
It got really juicy, y'all. There's some kind of like sex too, so
Don't get
I just stopped like beginning of chapter 4.
Oh wow.
Beginning of chapter 4.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's none of my business.
No, it's up. I feel like it's gonna get really good.
I was gonna ask, like, with all of her husbands, I feel like they gave like a little precursor into like what each husband is, or like how they work. which husband are you like the most excited to like figure out like the story behind? Because obviously you're gonna dive in deep into all of them, I'm assuming.
One of them had a really cool name. Hold on, let me look it up.
I'm excited about the rocker one.
Adler,
You married one in like Vegas, right, or something? That one.
Yeah, the one I want to know about. Yes.
Adler,
the one that was also famous. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There has to be some shit with that. Like deeper
the
shit.
one she has the most sex with is what I'm in. Interested.
Question: is this book gonna have any sex in it?
Right.
I hope.
I mean, husband, she better be getting down, Evelyn. You didn't have no kids.
Bro,
but-
they're all dead. So she's just having this chick write her book. So I think this might be a drop book.
You're so stupid. They can go back in time, man. You're so dumb.
No, wait. She literally was like, I watched one of her movies and there was a sex scene and you can just see her boobies bouncing up and down. And I was like, a word?
A little titty.
I'm ready.
I really need like.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, what? I'm trying to figure out who Evelyn is to me because I'm like, what woman do I see that's blonde, has thick eyebrows, and has big boobs? And I'm like, I can't picture anyone.
Well, when they first said that scene that you're talking about, first thing that comes in my head is Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct. If any of y'all have seen that. That's literally the first scene in that movie. And I was like, Sharon Stone, but like obviously she's not old enough to be like that. But you know what I mean? Like starlit, blonde, like pretty. He was bouncing or whatever, I guess. I don't know. Granted, after that, she kills him with an ice pick, but I mean,
Maybe that's where we're going.
Literally.
It was a great movie. I highly recommend. One of my faves.
Wait, was that Sharon Stone?
That's Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone.
Oh shit.
It's a green screen.
What about Pamela Anderson?
Oh, hold on. I got you. Hold on. I can see if I can find a picture of her.
Are you trying to share your screen, Jamie?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a picture real quick first.
Oh, yeah. Sharon Stone. Wasn't she
Sharon Stone.
Oh, that's a good description, Jamie. It's actually really good.
Right? Hold on. Where am I at? Oh, you know what? I gotta save that photo, don't I?
Did you say Basic Instinct?
Okay.
Yeah, and Basic Instinct.
I don't see it.
Oh, this woman. Okay.
Shoot, hold on.
You trying to find a picture of her titty?
No.
He's bouncing up and down.
All you hear is like the Pornhub background.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You'll be like, what is she doing, bro? No. I can't find a good picture, but let me pull up my phone. I don't want to do the damn first screen.
Okay. I see.
Right? Hold on a minute.
What's her name? Sharon Stone?
Sharon Stone.
You said it about 10 times.
Girl, don't.
Say it once, say it twice, say it 3 times.
Say it for the people in the back.
Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone.
Like this. Hold on. Wait.
Bueller.
No.
Can we see?
Yeah.
She's a babe.
Anyway.
She's a babe, actually.
She's beautiful. Gorgeous.
I'm curious to know,
Spectacular.
she lived, okay, how long did, okay. She lived how long? She was born, did she live through the 70s or 80s or she?
Evelyn?
She's old as hell, right?
Evelyn was probably born in like the 50s.
50s, okay.
Because she said that she talked about that movie she was in with Dawn Adler in the 70s.
Little Women?
But didn't they say
It was
her
a
like
sex
height, her
scene,
prime
so
was the
she would
60s?
have to be in her 20s.
Got it. That's valid.
Yeah. Might be
She
older
was
than that.
born in 1938.
Yeah. She
This
old
is
shit.
1938.
1938.
Yeah, and Evelyn Hugo to auction off gowns. It says born Evelyn Lena Herrera in 1938, the daughter of Cuban immigrant. Hugo grew up in the Hell's Kitchen neighborhood of New York City.
Where are you looking?
It's
The
literally
first
like the
page.
first page.
Yeah.
Oh.
But doesn't it feel like this is a real person that has a Wikipedia page? I kept like wanting to be like, oh, let me Google her husbands. I'm like, they're not even real. Like, what am I doing?
Completely.
I know.
Isn't there
The
an
way it's
internet
written is
page
very convincing.
with all her husband and their names and stuff like that, and like the years she married them? I think I saw that on Google. You can Google like how Evelyn's 7 husbands, and you can find out like what year they like. I think it gives even a brief overview of like who they are.
You know what's crazy?
Nice.
This is like really like kind of like a side note, but like I've noticed this is our second book that has like New York as like the setting.
Wait, the other one had New York?
Yeah.
It was like cool New York. And I'm thinking like, did y'all guys, if the setting was different, do y'all guys think the book would have been more exciting? Or do you think like New York is really the city where it's like sex, rock and roll?
We don't know if there's sex in it yet, but
Well, I don't feel like there's a lot of sex happening in Texas.
Right. I feel like for this book, it makes sense because they're talking about like a high level celebrity and like a journal, you know, like a journalism company or, you know,
like old Hollywood took place a lot in New York. So like,
yeah.
It's like she also mentioned
Like,
California.
the marriages and everything. I don't feel like that would happen anywhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, like shade
Pretty
to
young
like
city.
Yeah.
Because I thought like
Living-
California would be like a next good bet as well. Because like, I don't know, because they kind of mentioned there was like a journalism place over there in San Francisco, and that's why she moved. Monique.
her guy moved there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, interesting. But
I feel like a lot of celebrities retire though in New York. Like they don't live in LA when they're old. So
Yeah. Yep. LA is like a young city. That's where all like the young people in Hollywood are in LA. I bet like by the time they're in their like midlife, they're probably like, I'm over this shit.
this is exhausting.
I felt that.
Less paparazzis and
Right.
I feel like New York, it does have like a big theme. Like even like the background, like just the essence of that cover just gives like oozes like New York. You know, I don't know.
Kind of like high-end esque, like Manhattan meets.
Yeah, like Billie Holiday, Louis Armstrong, that kind of vibe.
By the way,
go ahead. Well, has anyone seen Only Murders in the Building on Hulu?
Yes.
Okay, that's the building I'm picturing she lives in. Like
what
kind of
Selena
the
Gomez?
old. Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Where
I
it's
love
like
that.
the old building, but it's like really nice, like the apartments.
Like the
I guess
Ritz
what do you call them?
Carlton vibe.
Condos. Yeah.
I see that. That was a really good show.
That's
Yeah,
a really
that's a-
good and now that's a good connection because I can see that.
Yeah, me too. Because I was like, this sounds familiar. That I need to finish that series. It was actually a really good series.
It's so good. Yeah.
Oh,
'cause,
girl, you gotta end it.
I know. Is there gonna be a second season? Sorry,
I hope so.
girl. Because honey,
Selena Gomez. Oh, I fuck with that.
what's it called?
Aaron Dominguez.
Y'all look at the food that I made.
Oh,
Come on.
my
So
God.
you're not paying attention?
No, but
Ew.
oh wow,
But that looks good.
She
Okay.
Well, and then my rice on the side.
Is that stew? What is that?
Girl, bye. It's chicken teriyaki.
Oh, did I inspire you?
You're all with it with the Asian food tonight. That sounds good. Kimberly, you got panda, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You guys with the writing, do you think it's going to be easier to read than The Couples Next Door, or do you guys feel like it's going to be more like hard to follow? Like, what are you guys feeling on the pace?
I find this to be a little harder to follow.
Yeah, only because like when it switched over to that blog, I was like, wait, what is this?
It was a little abrupt.
Which
and
blog?
then-
It's a little abrupt. I like the
Yeah.
writing though. Like it's like very smart writing. Like there was a couple words in there that I had to look up. I was like, oh, what does that mean?
Well, it kind
Yeah.
of just reminds me of like you're reading a
I'm
script.
into it.
Yeah.
Like
Get
because
Hollywood,
like
a star. Hello.
well, it's in New York, so but yeah, so because it like when they were going back and forth on like what the agreement would be and whatnot, it just was like next question, Evelyn, but no, and then I was like, oh, Okay. Okay.
I think it's actually really cool though, the way that like the writing is, because I can tell the difference between the what is it, the couple next door to the now. Like when they write in this book, it's like their thoughts and then they do the action. So like just like whoever said the script was definitely like spot on, because I was like, I felt like I was actually like living in that moment, because if I were to like read this out loud, then it'd be like, oh yeah, blah blah. No, and like all that kind of stuff. The couple next door was a little bit different because of the way that it was all internal monologues. So everyone's thinking, but they weren't saying exactly what they were saying. So you're just getting all the emotion rather than getting
the rationalness of the actual situation.
Yeah. And so that's actually really interesting how they do that in this book. So that's why I was like thrown off, but I was like, okay, this is actually very captivating. Like I'm intrigued to see what the next move is, because it's kind of like a little bit more comfortable in a way, like it's more smooth.
I think just Monique's perspective right now, I think is what we're getting, right? Is her point of view. I'm interested to see like eventually when we get Evelyn's point of view and like what she's actually thinking about this. Like that's really what I'm thinking. Like what are her dirty skeletons? Like she's got a lot, I feel like.
I feel like she does. Because I'm like, girl, you've lived this long and you look this pretty. There's no way out of all 8 men, and they all died, and you like, there's no way. She might have went to women. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
The 7 husbands plus her side bitches.
Like after 5, y'all. After
plus her sisters.
But also the thing on here says a spellbinding novel about love, glamour, and the price of fame. So like I'm intrigued to see like which one of her husbands, what the price is and how many of her husbands did she cash out.
Period.
What do you mean by
I bet it has to do with friends and family.
What do you mean by that?
Like because like sometimes like the biggest price is like sometimes you can go through a breakup and like it sucks but you're okay, but like if something happens with like your best friend, like it breaks your heart to like a level that you have like never felt, you know what I mean? Like it can like things can hurt worse and like take a bigger toll on your life if it's like friends and family than like relationships half the time. So like I wonder too if it's like shit happened in her actual family, like with her kids or like with her friends. Like
she mentioned like how her dad was like, they were dirt poor and that like he was gonna sell her to like the highest bidder, if not like have at her. And I was like,
what are you talking about?
Remember in the beginning she was like saying that not when she's like explaining like her situation, she's like, yeah, my father, like I did what I had to do. Like we were dirt poor and he was gonna either sell me or like try to get at me like a piece of me or whatnot. Do y'all not remember that?
Is that a chapter 4?
I don't know if I read that.
It's definitely not in chapter 4.
I don't remember
Wait,
that.
if it's in chapter 4, just disregard, okay? If y'all start reading and you see that, just disregard. You didn't hear anything.
I think y'all are all reading ahead and it's getting confusing.
I stopped at 3. At the end of 3, I think so right now what I only know, and if you've already read from 1 to 3, you know, the main characters, Monique, Frankie, Vivon, the journalism, and Evelyn, and Grace, who's I think the woman, the
assistant
worker, assistant, yes. You know that the last thing I remember is when Monique took the job. So I don't.
By the way, she took
the end of. I just finished reading chapter 3. It's like her and Grace go to lunch and they talk it through a little bit more, and then she's like, "Okay, I'll do it," and like that's it.
I do feel like this part is exactly like Couples Next Door. We read like chapter 1 to 3, and we really didn't have much to go on. But as soon as the chapter started getting juicy and like meaty, like we were actually like, okay, this is my thought about this bitch. So like, you know, I think we'll eventually get there. But
I felt that honestly. But what do y'all guys? Because we did this every time. We did that last time. Anticipate the ending. What do y'all guys think the ending's gonna be? I'm curious because we already have like an open mind about everything, and like we generally don't even know where the book is gonna go. But let's see who's closer toward the end.
I'm like everyone's gonna die.
Oh,
But
yeah.
how is she gonna die? Is she
Yeah.
gonna die by cancer? Is she gonna die by committing suicide? Is she gonna die by some past person killing her? Like, how would she die?
I think maybe she will also die from cancer. Like she lost a daughter from cancer. Maybe she will also get cancer because sometimes it's genetic, but then also maybe that's part of the reason she chose Monique is because she's like, she'll somewhat understand what I'm going through and be really good at supporting me through it.
True.
Yeah.
Cancer.
I don't know. Maybe she's like already dying. And she doesn't
I
want to
think-
go through chemo and shit.
If that's the case, don't have me read this entire book just because you're dying from cancer. We already got that from the first 3 chapters.
No, it's hypothetical. You gotta keep reading.
No.
I was like, fuck this book, I'm done. I didn't read the book for us. Like, she just said her opinion.
That would be anticlimactic though. For me, I'm like, okay.
But like Hailey Bieber's reading it, so there's got to be some juiciness. So the reason why
Hailey
people are-
Bieber's reading anything so that she can get out of her marriage.
Oh wow.
Shit.
Oh my.
Not second husband.
She's like, how to get multiple husbands. That's why I'm reading this book. Like, onto one, to the other.
I definitely feel
honestly,
like suicide. But
literally, I think, and this might be a fucking stretch, but I think that this book is going to take a turn where Monique is going to kind of like mirror Evelyn's like life in a way. So like she's listening to it, but then she's like, okay, well, if Evelyn did this, why not just blah blah blah, and like go on her little rampage and like, you know, start getting a little bit more
husband number 2.
and, yeah, because I'm like, girl, if you were in front of a woman with all that power, why wouldn't you absorb that and make it your own? Like,
Yeah, that's a good concept actually, because she's unique as fuck right now. So I think like, you know,
So neat. God damn.
I'm like, girl, damn, like fight for yourself at least. And she was like, I'll take the job. And I was like, as you should, because fuck whatever her name is, fucking Frankie. Her ass was like, I got 5 people in front of you, but like, I guess. Yo. But yeah, no, that'd be a really interesting turn because I'll be like, oh wow, like let me see. Or
I'm really excited to see how she's going to break it to Vivant. Is it Vivant?
That's literally what I was just about to say. Vivant.
Because like, how do you do that with keeping your, you know, your house and your
Right.
livelihood?
I'm thinking, is she gonna get fired or you know, like what would happen?
It sounds like this is exactly the story that the company needs to kind of get back on its feet, because I don't think they're really doing great. So I think they're really honing in on this story. So how is she going to keep it away, like stall as much as possible, you know?
They might put out a hit
I
on
feel like
Monique,
it's only
bro.
gonna last a few days, right? Because they're talking about how like she's just gonna go over to Evelyn's for like the next few days until she tells the story. Because if that's all they're doing for 3 days, like I'm sure she's gonna get through pretty much all of it by then. They're just talking for 3 days straight.
Oh, wow.
Or 4 days, whatever it is. You know, I'm just saying 3, but I
So
feel
you're
like
saying the whole
maybe
book
she's
is gonna
like
be 3 days?
maybe, yeah. I mean, maybe because it's literally their conversation. They're like the entire book is literally about their conversations. So like maybe she's pretty close to the end, and so she knows it's not gonna like be very long until she passes, and that's why she's like getting it done. And then so maybe like I feel like Monique really looks up to her boss a lot so far, but she doesn't seem all that great. And so like I bet some like over the next few days, like some stuff's gonna come out where she's like, okay, maybe like she's not everything I thought she was, and maybe like this corporate life, like being editor-in-chief, like isn't really all that, and maybe I don't really want this, and maybe I want to prioritize myself and like my own art and my own writing and all that type of shit. And she'll probably just dip out and go do her own thing and be like, fuck y'all.
I like, girl, start applying for loans because
sorry,
I think that it's not going to be like a big twist at the end where there's like this big whatever, like in The Couple Next Door where it was like the ending was like shocking. I feel like what's shocking is going to be like whatever she has to say, because like I don't know if they said it, but I got the impression the assistant Grace either lived with her or was there like all the time, and she didn't even want to really talk in front of her. So I'm like, she doesn't even really know a lot of this gossip. So I feel like it's probably like really juicy.
Yeah,
That's
I agree.
true. You're right, because Evelyn never acknowledged her. She was like, "Do you guys need anything else?" And Evelyn didn't even look at her. And she was like,
look at her.
I was like, well, that's weird. That's your assistant. You would think that,
No,
like,
I would have been like,
you.
it's okay. You took me to Paris, took me to Paris. Next year, you're taking me to Paris again. Whatever the fuck. Like,
She said, that's all.
Or say that's all.
That's very true.
She
though.
probably, maybe something is going on then too, because they were like right before Grace walked into the room and Evelyn was kind of like stone faced and she's like, let's go to lunch, Monique. Like right before that happened, they were talking about her dying someday. And then she was like, hush, hush, as soon as Grace walked into the room, and then was like, let's go get lunch. It's like, maybe that is what's going on. Like maybe she is really dying soon and she like doesn't even want Grace to like get a hint of it.
Because then it would ruin like the whole.
Or maybe she doesn't trust Grace.
Damn, why do you trust someone that literally handles all your life shit? Like
I literally was like, but
Yeah.
trust her enough to handle everything else.
Yeah.
Right.
Weird.
Dead.
Kind of shady. Definitely.
Do y'all think that? Okay, I'm thinking just because, and obviously you've only read three chapters, so this is all I have to base it off of. But they're really emphasizing why Monique. Do y'all think that Evelyn knows Monique?
Yes.
What if she's like her long lost daughter?
Daughter. I was
It has to
just
be
about to
something
say
deep.
that.
I think it's something like that. Like she's gonna be like, sis, by the way, you're my niece, or something like that.
Or you're my daughter.
You're my daughter.
Daughter.
There just only one kid. I doubt it. Doubt it, bro. She probably had another one and she didn't even know about it. But then again,
who knows? We don't know. We're only in chapter 3.
How old is Monique though? Is she like 45 or something? Isn't she like young?
I thought she was like 30.
Aren't her eggs like dried up? Like how's she gonna have her?
Nah,
like,
dude, she's not that old.
She said 35. I swear she's like in my 35 years, and she's like my 10. She said she's been doing this for 10 years. That's why I was like, why is Frankie being rude to her, knowing that she's been doing this for 10 years? Like, girl.
Yeah,
but
to go back
She
on
said the
Frankie.
only things that
but
she said the only things that she'd been doing was like puff pieces, which like aren't shit.
I mean, but
So
still, regardless, I would have set my cup down like, listen here, fucker.
Literally, I'm like, you hired me.
I'm a woman in society.
Chocolate. That is.
Like, literally.
It was really annoying though when Frankie was like, basically was like implying the only way Monique could have gotten this is because she knows Evelyn. And she was like, which is such a weird thing to even think she would have. If she had like a connection like Evelyn, don't you think she'd be like doing something else? Like, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. And then she was like, you need to find out. And then Monique was like, oh, now? Like, you want me to do it now? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God. Like, and then Monique just did it. She's like texting her mom. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
My guess early, this is really a stretch, but sis did have a lot of husbands. I'm thinking one of her husbands is actually Monique's dad.
Or like the grandpa or something.
Is one of her husbands black?
Oh, like one of her is her dad?
Yeah.
Is one of her husbands black? Or do we know that yet?
Wait.
I think we know.
We don't
You don't
know.
know.
Is Monique's dad still alive, or am I bugging?
No, I think he's dead because they haven't said it straight up, but like they basically allude to it. Like, why would she text her mom about it if her dad was alive?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
And
too.
And then her
mom said she would
mom's
send
like,
her
let
dad.
me send you some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Y'all
Oh,
big enough
honey.
on some shit.
Wait a
Yeah, I
minute
was like-
now.
She said, oh, wait a minute, hold up.
Hold on. Because you have a fair ass point. How old Monique? And then what? Evelyn's probably she's 79. Monique is 35. That means if she did have Monique, she would have been like in her.
That's what I said. It has to be like a grandpa or something. Like one of her husbands is like the grandpa of her father or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's true.
She said
It
40.
can't be dad.
40.
Yeah, she would have been like in her 40s. You can still have kids then.
Yeah.
But would you?
But it's risky.
Didn't Janet Jackson have a kid at like
Geriatric
45?
pregnancies aren't good.
But a
Crazy
lot of
happening.
successful people do have kids and like very late because they're working on their career. So
Probably gonna be
That's
our
especially
generation.
at a time like this. Well,
I do feel bad. She only had one daughter, and the daughter dies before her.
Right?
Everyone's got some witch shit going on because, like, girl, everyone's dying and you're the one alive and your daughter.
Right.
I know I wouldn't want to be around her. I'd be like, bro.
Ask somebody else to write your book.
Let's do this over Zoom, Evelyn.
Meryl said,
but
"Don't
honestly,
contact me."
truly though, like that could really be why she doesn't like people getting close to her. Is because
She knows they die.
Yeah, because you get close to her and bam, there, another one gone.
But then maybe she doesn't really even like Monique. Maybe it's like one of her ex-husbands who like she hated daughter, and so she wants Monique dead. No, I'm just kidding. That's
kind of crazy.
She's a cold-blooded
different
bitch.
angle.
Charlie, okay, but
It's
last time
amazing.
you said something like that. You said, I don't know why, but I feel like Richard has something to do with it. You
were
right.
spot on though.
Yeah, but this feeling's a little different.
She's like, I'm just fucking around.
What is
So
up?
how far do we want to read for the next couple chapters solid? Or what are you thinking?
Oh, honestly, let's ask the crowd. No, I was gonna say if we want, we can do like, because we're on what, chapter 3, majority.
How many chapters are there, guys?
There's like 72. There's a lot.
72 chapters?
That's what it said on
Like,
Audible.
That's what it was like on
You guys serious?
Store. There was a shit ton of chapters. They were all just kind of short, you know.
Can we get to 15 then? 15?
Yeah,
That's
there's
when we get to
72.
like
They are
30.
short.
Yeah, I'm more like 30.
30, girl. 15?
25?
That's like one husband.
Yeah, no, it won't be. Wait, y'all are saying from 3 get to 15? Wait, get to 30? Y'all already know who I am.
Honey, this
on,
is
baby.
how thick. Okay, wait, you can't see. This is how thick it is.
So it's only 300.
What if we did 20?
pages?
25?
I'm 25.
No. Huh?
Guys, it depends.
You're getting quarantined anyways, Andre. So
No, but actually.
Okay, no, it depends on when we're doing it. So it doesn't matter like which chapters, but like when, by when.
That's valid. So I'm
Every 2 weeks, right? Isn't that what we were like planning on the first time?
There's
2 weeks.
Let's do
y'all need to step
then
it
let's
up.
do the compromise. Chapter 20.
I think
Yeah.
If
Fine.
we,
How about chapter 20?
I'm thinking because I mean like January is kind of like a busy month for everyone. We can do like 2
Not anymore.
20. Huh?
Not anymore.
20 because of the fact that it's the same like length as from chapter 3 to
Okay, so 20, and then when are we in 2 weeks?
yes, 2 weeks, which makes it, hold on.
Yeah, chapter 30 was kind of a stretch, huh?
Girl, that's
You're the one reading.
I'm sorry.
A
You
stretch.
pretty much finished the book.
Like, she's over
Girl,
here
shut the
listening.
fuck up. You're dumb. Buy your life. Good night.
Good night. Bye your lives. Good night.
Oh well, let's do January 18th is the next meeting.
Okay, January 18th, 7 p.m.
7 p.m. ladies and gentlemen.
That's
And
9
then
pages a day.
That's
Huh?
what?
9 pages a day.
He's like,
Andre, bro, he broke it down by the day. I'm dead.
Right.
And if y'all need to stay on track, that's
it's gotta get done, but I know there's gonna be sex scenes too. I'm feeling it because she said, I don't know, this Harry guy that her apartment's in. I'm curious as to why she's in his apartment and not anyone else's.
I just feel
I
like
don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Harry, it's in
I have no idea.
chapter 3. She's like,
No, it's not.
Chapter 3 is the blog post.
Yeah, girl.
no. I'm telling
Guys,
you.
I gotta go. I'll see you later. I'm gonna catch up in a
No,
minute.
I'm
Love you
telling
all.
you right now. No, I swear.
Illy.
So the 18th, 7 p.m., right?
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, there's some sex. I mean, like the first 3 minutes of 4 has got some stuff. So
And what day is that?
It's a Tuesday.
That's what I thought.
It's
Okay.
a Sunday.
Guys.
It's a Sunday.
Guys.
Y'all, I can't. She brought up Sophie, bro. Get out. I'm gonna log I'm logging off.
It's a Sunday. I'm dead.
But
Sunday.
yes, honestly,
I'm
thank
good
you
here.
guys for coming in.
All right,
And
yes.
little meeting. I know it's
First-
probably
Will you
Is
just
there- do we
recap?
Do we want to do something like, okay, like by the 2 week mark, are we trying to think about something that everyone should be thinking about for the book or what?
you
Start thinking who the husbands, yeah. Start thinking who the husbands might look like and like the new
Yeah.
characters involved.
I agree. Understand the book more because honestly, I have no idea what is going on in the book. So I think it'd be
You
great
guys
to
just understand the book more. You're talking to me.
let me explain. Meaning, like, you know, get to know probably the husbands and stuff like that, and have like, you know, make sure you have the pictures of who is who, you know, like have in your mind, and like you can talk about it in here, as well as if I'll say so 2 questions actually. So if we ever find out how she like if she's sick or whatever and how Evelyn's gonna die, or Monique, and like kind of like focus on those 2 main characters and see how they progress their relationship. So Monique and Evelyn, between Monique and Frankie, like see the difference between that and kind of focus on that because I feel like that's gonna be really important. On
See,
like,
maybe
how-
if Monique has a character development like throughout the
as
book
well
of
as,
like being a bad bitch instead of staying like weak and
Exactly.
like not
I agree.
trusting.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Hey, did y'all see? It's a book. Mine has it says it's a book club favorites book.
This is actually what's her name? This is Jamie's. So I'm like, yeah. Oh, you can see it. It's really good. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm really curious.
Me too. All right, the 18th, chapter 1. Now we're reading to chapter 20.
20.
At 7 p.m. The 18th.
You know what? Let me make a note of that before I ask.
Hey,
you. Hold
I
on.
was gonna say, send a recap, of course, when later of when you have to read by and then the date of. We'll send reminders.
I just feel like it's
chapter
pretty
20 by
simple.
January 18th. Correct, Mundo, right?
You know, there's gonna
You
be
got
someone
it.
in the group message saying already, like, get ready for your books. Make
Me,
sure you read.
January 19th.
I'm so excited.
Me too. I'm ready to see what everyone's like talking about and like why everyone loves this book. Literally.
I'm gonna save. I'm gonna write notes.
Because if there's no sex, then what do they like about it?
There is sex, guys. Okay, you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna put money that there's sex. I'm gonna bet $2 that there's sex.
I feel like you don't get famous without having sex. Like she's definitely like
Just like how Sai was talking about, there will be sex, but it'll be from Monique because she's living through the idea of being a strong ass bitch through Evelyn.
I believe because she was a sex symbol that there was sex prior in the 1950s with Evelyn. That's what I feel like there's gonna be some sex scenes with that. So
But not to mention, like that was definitely the time of the woman like learning her promiscuity and everything. So I definitely think that would be like very interesting to
experimental.
See. Yeah.
Love it.
That bend over.
Okay, Abby, you recap. You're back. So chapter 20 and then 18th and 7 p.m. So okay.
Sorry, I was selling something on Facebook Marketplace and they just showed up. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm running downstairs.
Oh, Great, get your coins.
Right? Be that bad boss Evelyn Hugo, bitch. All right, is everyone, are we good?
Yep.
All right.
Later, bitches.
Chapter 1 done. I'll see you guys on the 18th. Happy
All
Taco
right.
Tuesday.
Buenos noches. Hasta luego.
Buenos noches.
You're done.
Bonne nuit.
You're done.
You're done.